Hi everyone! I took a little break from filming because, as you know, I've been studying for the MCAT that I'm going to be taking January 17th, so I put aside making videos so I could spend a lot more time really focusing on studying, but I thought it would be neat if I could put together some videos, some clips of me studying, and basically have something to look back on to see how much work and time I put in to getting ready for the MCAT. So I think that would be pretty cool, and I've already been studying, but starting from this point, I'll be taking little snippets and showing you guys what kind of material I've been using, how I've been studying, and hopefully how much I've been improving for my test date. The plan for today is to read 100 pages of my Kaplan MCAT bio book, do 50 UWorld questions, and then listen to my chapter 34 biochem lecture and do the chapter homework. I feel like it doesn't seem like that much, but then it ends up taking the entire day.
Also has its own promoter for the synthesis of the regulator. So how does this all...
I decided to take another full-length exam today. This is next up, not the AMC one. So because I heard that it's a little more challenging and longer, I'm doing it untimed just so I could get more practice questions in. Practicing my long division. Morning breakfast and biochem. It's a new day today. I'm pretty much trying to study the whole day again today. I don't have to go to work, so I'm just gonna sit here and try to get through a lot of stuff. I'm almost done with my biochem class, so I just have one more chapter to go through, so I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to go through my next step full length, and this one I'm taking untimed again. So I'm just trying to work through all of that and do my UWorld questions. I'll be happy if I could just get through this next step full-length exam and my biochem lecture. That would honestly be enough for me for today. I decided to switch up my scenery and come downstairs. I finished my biochem lecture and I was about to start on my next step exam, but I realized that I picked... Anyway, so I realized that I picked up an extra shift tomorrow because my friend couldn't work it, so I took hers, and that was going to be my day to study for my biochem, for my last biochem exam that's going to be on Saturday. But since I'm working tomorrow, I pretty much have to finish studying for biochem today, so then I can work all day tomorrow and take this exam Saturday morning. Hello everyone, another day. I'm going into shift today, but I have about an hour and 10 minutes before I have to get ready, so I'm desperately trying to finish 2 more of my practice biochem quizzes and then take my biochem practice exam so then I'm ready for tomorrow's last exam. I feel like I started spending so much time in the morning in bed not wanting to get up, and I'm just on my phone just because I know that as soon as I get up, the first thing I'm going to start doing is studying. The weather is also nice, gloomy, and rainy outside today. It's currently almost 5 in the morning. I came back from shift and I'm still studying for this last biochem exam. I have a really good grade in the class right now, and I feel like I don't even have to do that well on this exam to keep my A, but I'm also afraid that if I do really poorly on this exam, I'm gonna lose that A, so I'm still trying to get a decent grade. Yeah, so I have a little bit of notes left to review, then I'm gonna do my practice exam, and hopefully after that I'm gonna go to sleep, and hopefully all of that is gonna be before 5:30 in the morning. Done with my last biochem exam. Now I have all the time to focus on the MCAT. I just got to my public library right there, and I'm gonna be attempting my first practice full-length AMC timed exam. I did one before and I did it untimed, so now I want to do it timed, see how I do. Time hasn't really been an issue when I was doing practice questions, but I do want to take it all together and really see where my stamina is at right now as well. So I will see you in around 8 hours. Here goes nothing. 2 minutes of break left until the last section. Okay guys, so a little update on what is happening. The library closed as I was 10 questions away from finishing my entire practice MCAT, so I decided to just run out and finish it in my car right outside, so I still have Wi-Fi and I'm not really changing anything, so I wouldn't like relax on my drive back home and stuff like that. So now I'm sitting in the car. I just finished those 10 questions, so I'm ready to submit everything and see what score I get. Okay, here we go. Woo! You have completed the exam. Thank you. All right, show me what I got. Why didn't it give me a percentile rank? Or a scaled score? Alright, so I had to run home to connect to Wi-Fi because it didn't give me the score because I wasn't connected to any Wi-Fi, but somehow still managed to finish those 10 questions in my car. But I ran home and basically here's my score. And this is what I got. I finished pretty early. I spent 5.5 hours and I took most of my break time. I got the same exact score I got pretty much a month ago, and I scored the exact same scores in each of the sections. I feel like it's kind of good that I didn't go down at all, even though that last AMC exam I took, it was untimed, so I spent a lot of time on each question. So this one I took for real and everything was timed, so I obviously couldn't spend all my time figuring things out. So I think that's a good thing, but I did not improve at all, which is a little bit concerning considering I've been studying, doing so many UWorld questions, taking down notes, memorizing formulas, and I did not improve a single point. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my evening, and tomorrow I'm gonna go over all the questions that I missed. Going over the questions that I got wrong, taking notes, writing down all the stuff that I should remember, and eating some cake. So I took a couple days off, / I've been slacking these past couple days with my studying. My friend was over, and then it was my birthday, and then it's holidays, and it's actually the 26th, though Christmas just passed. But now that all of this is over, I'm back to the MCAT studying grind and back to solving a bunch of physics questions because that's my worst section right now. Basically, I'm back to the depressive way my life was before the holidays started. It's almost time to go back to work, so I'm just trying to fit in a few physics questions before I have to leave. Guess what I'm doing? More physics questions. Actually, I just moved on to Gen Chem because I feel like I've been doing enough physics questions, and also to the point where I just need a break from looking at physics in general. So what I do is I go through my UWorld questions, and I usually do 9 at a time because for some reason it won't let me do 10. It asks me to pick either 9 or 12. So I usually pick 9 just because I like doing it in short little bursts instead of doing like 50 questions at once, because I feel like then I lose focus. But anyway, so I do my question set, do all the math, and then whatever I don't know, once I read the descriptions and the content review, if there's anything I need to remember or review, like go back to, basically I just write it down in my notebook, and then I try to reread over anything new and maybe sometimes the old notes that I've written pretty much like during the day before I go to bed, stuff like that, so then I can commit it all to memory. But yeah, I moved on to Gen Chem. My last set of physics questions that I did, I actually did a lot better. So I think I'm starting to see some progress with physics, so I think it's a good time to move on. So yeah, on to Gen Chem. This gloomy, rainy weather reflects how I feel about studying for the MCAT every single day. So today's the 29th, and I have a couple shifts in between, New Year's to be exact, New Year's and then New Year's Day. And then on the 2nd, I wrote it all down, but the 17th is when I'm taking my exam, so on the 2nd, I'm going to take my 3rd practice full length to see if hopefully now I've improved. Also, shout out to my friend for getting me this really cute planner for 2020. I'm back from a long, fun day today. Oh, there's my cat again. I went to brunch with a friend, and now I'm back to my usual MCAT grind. Yeah, hi. I did a lot of questions yesterday, which I'm really happy about. I did a bunch of physics, and then did Gen Chem, and did a little bit of Orgo. And so far, physics seems to be my worst section, so I've really been focusing on that. And I'm still taking my 3rd practice full length on the 2nd. So I'm really hoping that I'm going to do better now that I'm focusing on all my weak areas. Taking a lunch at work, but since I already ate, I'm just making flashcards for all the physics formulas that I haven't memorized up until this point. And I'm using the Kaplan quick sheets, and I just highlighted all the formulas I haven't memorized yet. And then here are my flashcards. I'm reviewing all the physics flashcards that I made. I don't know how many I ended up with, but they're all just formulas that I'm trying to memorize, and once I finish going through them, I went through them yesterday already, but I'm going to do it one more time again today. And then after that, do a bunch more physics questions, since that was my worst section. And I know I said I was going to take a full length again today, but I'm actually, I knew I was going to wake up late today, and I wanted to go to the library, and my library opens at, or when does it close? I love how I forgot when my library closes. I was there just a couple weeks ago, but it closes early, and I knew I wasn't going to wake up early enough to do like an 8-hour exam in there, in that time span, because I had a shift that was until 3 a.m. so I wasn't gonna wake up at 8 in the morning and go. Yeah, so I'm gonna take my full length on, what's today? I'm going to take my practice full length on Saturday, because I have another shift tomorrow. So after that, this is my last 3 to 3 shift, and I'm going to be doing 7A to 7P. And so it's going to be a lot easier. I'm going to wake up early on Saturday, and then on Sunday I have my 7 a.m. shifts are starting. So yeah, that's going to be the day of my practice full length, and up until then I'm just going to be reviewing all my flashcards I've made so far and doing just so many more practice questions. I'm at work, and things have finally died down. I think I have pretty much like half an hour left of this shift, and I've been reviewing my notes before I take my practice MCAT tomorrow. I've also been trying to get 8 hours of sleep, so I wasn't planning on waking up until about noon tomorrow, but my library, where I took my last practice MCAT, and it was actually very comfortable, the library's gonna close at 6. So I don't know where I'm gonna finish my practice MCAT, because I can definitely start it there, but then I could drive home and finish it at home, but I know I won't be able to focus as well at home as I did in the library, so gotta figure it out. So I woke up late today, and I decided that I was just gonna stay home to do the practice MCAT, and I'm just doing it at my desk at home. You really don't need to go anywhere. I just liked the idea of going somewhere where I wouldn't be easily distracted by anything, and I wouldn't be as comfortable as I am at home. Okay, so I already did exam 1 and 4. Those are the 2 full lengths that I've already done, and I just got the second one, and I'm about to start. I can't explain how much I really don't want to do another full length practice exam. The idea of having to sit still for like 6 hours plus is just such torture. I don't want to do it so bad. I know I have to, but it's just my brain is like, please do anything. Just do questions, do something else, review flashcards. Please don't make me sit here for 6 hours. But here we go. See you in a couple hours. Okay, I'm finally finished. I have 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in this last section, and I haven't clicked on end, and I haven't seen my score yet. So these are my thoughts now that I just finished the exam. I can't even talk. I think I like lost brain function. I've been sitting here for so long just staring at my screen and doing science questions over and over again. So I haven't looked at my scores yet, but my feeling is that I did worse, and that's because my first section, first of all, overall, I felt so much more distracted sitting at home and not focused. I kept rereading the same sentences and all that stuff. Then the first section, the Chem Phys, this was the first time ever that I actually ran out of time on a section, and the last 3 questions I had to guess, and cars I think was all right, but I kept having to reread certain sentences. Bio I thought was a lot harder than it's been the other times that I've taken it, and then even the psych section I thought was a little bit harder, even though there are a lot of terms. I think I've had improvement in the things that I've memorized, the things that I've made an effort to remember and look over like the last, I don't know how many days. I've definitely memorized the things I intended to memorize, and when they came up, I knew exactly what I was doing. But okay, basically overall, I think my score is worse, but I'm about to go look. Okay, so I did do worse. I got a 493 this time. Last time I got a 498. And I stayed the same in my psych-soc section, and I went down in my bio section, my cars section, and the chem section. So I definitely think that overall I was just a lot more distracted and unfocused being at home. Because I don't think I all of a sudden forgot a lot of information. I think I just wasn't really there mentally, so that's why multiple sections went down. Not gonna beat myself up over this because I'm doing this so I can get better and get a better score when the actual test comes around. So it's okay, at least I tried, and I sat through another full length and I did it. I forced myself to do it even though I really didn't want to. I just feel kind of weird making these videos because I feel like I'm not even improving. My score isn't even that great. I don't know who I'm gonna help with this, and yeah, but hopefully in the end I get a good enough score to where I can look back at these videos and laugh about how I wasn't making any progress when I was getting to do my final exam. I still can't talk. Basically, I hope that in the end this is gonna be something funny to watch and maybe even motivating to see how much I struggled, and hopefully do decent enough on my actual MCAT. I spend so much time sitting at this desk. I feel like whenever I film, I'm always here. It's the same place. But I'm back to studying again. I'm always studying. I'm going over the things that I got wrong on my practice MCAT, writing them down, and then every night I go over the notes that I took on what I got wrong so I can remember it for the next time. And I'm going to take my last practice exam, my last AMC full-length practice exam, this week at some point. I think probably this weekend. And I'm so close. I'm 10 days away from taking the actual exam. I'm really nervous, and I don't know how well I'm gonna do. At least I know that I'm really trying to do my best right now, And really that's all I can do is just give it my best and yeah, see what I get. Still working on the questions, getting close to being done. This is my study snack of the night, and it's actually pretty good, and my notes are coming in, so it's going pretty well right now. Continuously reminding myself that I still love science, and still love medicine, and still want to go to med school no matter how much I am hating life right now. Trying to keep a good balance in my life with all this MCAT studying, so I'm going to start my day off today with a run and hopefully get some vitamin D. Back to studying. I'm actually studying for another like 40 minutes and then I'm going to my friend's birthday dinner, which I'm excited for, and it's going to be a really nice break to studying. I've basically studied all day today apart from running in the morning, and I feel like I'm doing better, but I say that every day that I study. I feel like I'm making progress and I'm memorizing a lot of things. I remember a lot of things. So hopefully that is going to show in my next practice test. I'm just going to study the rest of the day. I'm probably going to leave a little bit early, come back and review all the notes I've taken. Tomorrow I have work. And then the day after tomorrow, I'm going to try and take my last AMC full length that I have left and hopefully get closer to a score that I would like to see. Reviewing the last couple of pages of my notes in preparation for my last practice MCAT tomorrow. So nice outside. I'm so happy I get to spend it in the library. I'm off to the library right now and excited to take my last practice full length. Prison for the next 6 hours. I finished the first 2 sections of the MCAT and now I'm on my 30-minute designated break, and I came outside to eat my snack of apples and peanut butter since I'm not allowed to eat inside. And it's nice because I actually get to enjoy this kind of warm weather, and just being outside is so nice. Last section left. This is my last 10-minute break. And I feel like after all this studying, and when I finally take the MCAT, I'm gonna need MCAT PTSD therapy. Alright, so my library closed at 6 p.m. and I ended up having to drive home. Last time when I was at the library, the same thing happened, but I had like 5 questions left, so I actually ended up sitting in the parking lot and I finished those questions in the parking lot. But I did find that that was kind of distracting because it was super cold and cramped. So I decided that instead I would actually just drive home. I only live like 5-7 minutes away, so I drove home and like immediately got to not my room, this is like a different room so I wouldn't get distracted by my room, but I went into a room and basically just continued the exam to try and minimize that like time in between and distractions in between. So I just finished and I'm about to see what my score is. Hey, I did better. I actually broke into the 500s finally. I got a 501 this time, and I did a lot better on cars. Oh my gosh, I got a 129 on cars. And 125 in Chem Phys, 125 in Psych Soc, and a 122 in Bio. That's really good because it shows that all that extra effort that I put into learning chemistry and physics and all those flashcards I made for the formulas has actually paid off. And I went up in that section. Now, I don't know why I dropped in bio, but that just shows that I gotta put effort into that section, and if I do, hopefully I'll do as well as I did in Chem and Phys. Reviewed some of the questions I missed from my last practice exam, added to my flashcards, made some more notes in my notebook so I can bring it tomorrow to work and review it again, and yeah, that's what I did so far today. Or no, that's what I did today, because now I'm going to bed because I have work at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm so excited for this to be over. I can't wait to just take this exam and just enjoy my freedom after that. It's already really late and I went to bed early. I went to bed at 10 to get my 8 hours of sleep before work, but I couldn't sleep, and it's 1 right now, around 1. And I made myself some sleepy time tea, and I'm just trying to get into a sleeping mood. But I was lying in bed and I was thinking about how hard it's been studying for the MCAT and really trying to stay positive, and I feel like every day I'd wake up later and later and it'd be harder to get out of bed because I kept waking up to the idea that, oh, I have to study again, I have to review again, I have to do so many questions, and I'm so tired of science and all these thoughts. But yeah, today I had such a good day. It was a nice warm day. I spent so much time outside, and I just thought about how like beautiful today was and how much fun I had. And even though I'm still studying for the MCAT, nothing's changed. But it's so important to have that balance and have that positive attitude, and really just remember that yes, it is important to score well, but it's also so important to take care of yourself during this time, because it's a really stressful and hard time for any pre-med student to be studying for the MCAT. But you really need to practice self-care. Just find that balance, find something that you really enjoy doing and do it every day, and don't get stressed, don't feel guilty whenever you're doing something fun. Like I went on a run today because it was so warm and I spent like an hour outside, and you shouldn't feel guilty about spending that 1 hour on yourself and doing something you really like and feel like, oh, you should be at home studying for that hour and it's just a waste of time. Honestly, just take care of yourself, because your health is the most important thing. And that was the end of my rant. No more. I'm gonna try and go to bed now. Back home from another shift today, and I'm back to reviewing questions that I got wrong. I'm pretty much almost done with the bio section, and then I'm gonna have the psych-soc section left. And then the goal after that is to read through these new notes that I'm gonna take and do some bio and biochem UWorld questions. I'm so tired and ready to go to bed, but one last thing that I'm gonna do is go through my flashcards of my amino acids and my chem and physics formulas. I try to go over new information or information I don't remember well before I go to bed every night, and research does show that recall improves when you study things right before going to bed. So that's my last thing for tonight. Okay, we're at 2 days left before the actual exam. I am eating and reviewing bio UWorld questions, because on the last practice exam, bio was my worst section. And after doing all these UWorld questions, I'm starting to get the idea that I'm more so worse at bio because of how I read the passages, and when I don't understand the passages and then I get a bunch of questions wrong for that one passage, and it's not so much the content that I'm missing. So I guess that's good or bad in a sense. I went for a run this morning already, so I stay active and sane because I can't sit for a really long time. And yeah, I'm just planning to keep on doing questions for the rest of today. I'm getting so sick of answering all these questions. Today is the last day before my exam. I had an early start today. I woke up early finally, so I'm ready tomorrow because my exam is at 8 a.m. and I'm gonna be waking up around 6:30 probably, so I'm trying to get back into a normal sleeping pattern. And today I'm finally not going to be doing any more questions. I'm not going to torture myself anymore, so I'm just going to be reviewing these Kaplan quick sheets and all the flashcards that I have and all the notes that I've taken, and basically just read whatever I don't remember, read over again, and just review all day, have a nice chill day, and yeah. Took my studying outside into the sun with my cat, who's also enjoying the sun, and it's so nice outside today. I'm almost done going through reviewing all my notes, and I just wanted to say that I printed out these quick sheets in the beginning, not like the very beginning of when I was studying, but I remember printing them out and looking through it and being like, oh my god, this is so much information. And then I tried reading through it the first time and I was like, I don't know so much of this. Like, this isn't even review. This is like me having to learn things again. And I didn't even look at this for a while because it was so discouraging. And it's funny now that I'm coming to the end and I just ran through this whole thing and I know most of it, and it just feels so nice to know that all of this is now in my head. So I'm about an hour away from going to bed. I was pretty much relaxing, went to get a massage, showered, and now I'm back and I'm just reviewing the notes that I already went over the notes once. So I'm reviewing the things that I highlighted as maybe need to read over a couple more times. So I'm doing that now. There's only a little bit left and I'm definitely going to be done before the hour, but this is basically going to be my last review because I'm not going to look at notes tomorrow morning. I'm just going to kind of eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and really just relax all the way up until there because I'm still going to have to, you know, focus for 8 hours. So this is my last time reviewing. I can't even believe it. I feel like it's been coming for so long. I can't believe I'm finally going to be taking the actual MCAT, and hopefully this is the first and the last time.